You wake up, open your phone, and bam, another guy just turned $200 into $20,000 with some coin you've never even heard of. He's posting screenshots, talking fast, flexing hard, and your stomach drops. Why didn't I get in? Just watching everyone else get rich while I do? Nothing? Is that feeling right there? It's not curiosity. It's not regret. That's FOMO, the fear of missing out. And if you don't understand how dangerous that feeling is, you're already in the trap. Now let me hit you with the truth. You're not the only one watching these viral get-rich-quick stories and feeling like you're behind. But what you don't realize is that this whole system, the screenshots, the hype, the influencer portfolios, the countdown timers, the rocket emojis, it's all designed to activate something in your brain that shuts down logic and triggers. FOMO investing doesn't feel like a scam. It feels like urgency. It feels like opportunity. It feels like you're about to be left behind by the entire world. And that's exactly why it's so powerful. Pattern interrupt number 1. You're not making a decision. You're running from a fear. And the moment fear drives your investments, your money is already halfway out the door. See, your brain is built for survival. When everyone around you is running towards something, your instincts scream, run with them. Because if you stay behind, maybe you die. That might have helped when we were hunting mammoths, but when it comes to money in the age of social media, it turns you into bait. Pattern interrupt number 2. This isn't about missing a crypto. It's about missing control over your own decisions. If you've ever bought something just because everyone else was, if you've ever ignored red flags because someone on Twitter made $10,000 in 3 hours, you're not dumb. You're just human. But today, we flip the script. Because in the next chapters, I'm going to expose the psychological mechanisms behind FOMO investing and show you how to break the cycle before it breaks your bank account. Let's get something clear. FOMO isn't just a bad habit. It's a hardwired survival response. Your brain has evolved to prioritize urgency and social cues over logical thinking, and that made sense in prehistoric times. If the tribe was running, you ran. If everyone was grabbing berries, you grabbed. Because being left behind could literally mean death. But now, that same primal instinct is being hijacked by algorithms, influencers, and hype cycles to pull your money into decisions you haven't even thought through. The real trap begins here every time you scroll through a post about someone winning big. Your brain releases a small burst of dopamine. That's the reward chemical. But here's the twist. You don't even have to make money to feel that hit. Just seeing someone else win, especially someone like you, tricks your brain into thinking this is urgent. This is real. This is my shot. What happens next? Your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, takes a back seat. Your amygdala, the fear and emotion center, takes over. Now you're not evaluating risks. You're reacting to survival cues. You don't research. You click buy. You don't think. You just chase. Pattern interrupt number 3. The market didn't beat you. Your brain did. And the worst part? You'll tell yourself you're being smart. You'll say things like, I did my research. Everyone's talking about it. It's going to the moon.
Oh.
But really, you just didn't want to be left behind. Because here's the hidden. FOMO investing isn't about greed. It's about avoiding regret. It's the fear that everyone else is about to level up and you'll be stuck exactly where you are. And that fear? It's a marketer's dream and a retail investor's downfall. Let's walk through a few situations. You might recognize yourself in one of them or all of them. Scenario 1. The crypto climure scrolling TikTok. A guy says, this coin went from $0.002 to 40 cents in a week, and it's still early. He's got a chart spiking up, a Rolex flashing, and a caption that reads, by now, before it's too late, your pulse quickens. You weren't even looking to invest today. Suddenly you're on Binance typing in your card info. You didn't evaluate the project. You didn't check fundamentals. You just didn't want to feel stupid for missing the next big thing. Scenario 2. The Reddit heard you open Reddit. A thread has 2,000 upvotes. Its penny stock is going nuclear tomorrow. I'm all in. People are posting gains, real or fake, and talking like they know something you don't. You think they must know something. I can't be the only one out of the loop, so you buy in, and the next day, stock tanks hard. Turns out the early posters were selling into the hype. While people like you were buying at the top, micro scenario 3, the friend, Flexiar. At dinner, your friend casually mentions, "Yeah, I made $8,000 off that coin last month." You didn't get in. You laugh it off, but inside, you feel like a loser. That night, you go home and start watching hours of top 10 cryptos for August. Videos, but you're not making a strategy. You're making up for a bruised ego. Pattern interrupt number 4. None of these decisions are about opportunity. They're about emotion management disguised as investing. This is how FOMO works. It disguises emotional reactions as financial decisions. It makes it feel like you're being smart, when really, you're being manipulated by timing, trends, and tribal panic. And the more you act this way, the more your brain rewires itself to chase dopamine instead of value. Let's connect the dots. FOMO doesn't start with a bad investment. It starts with how your brain is tricked over and over by systems designed to do exactly that. Now combine that with social media, and you've got the perfect storm. Insight number 1. Herd mentality is a survival glitch. Humans are hardwired to follow the crowd. Thousands of years ago, if everyone started running, you didn't ask questions, you just ran now. That same instinct fires up when you see thousands of people buying a stock or crypto on X, Reddit, TikTok. Everyone's doing it. I must be missing out. That's not logic. It's ancient brain code. Insight number 2. Recency bias distorts reality. You believe what just happened will keep happening. So if a coin just 5x'd, your brain assumes it will do it again. You anchor to the recent surge even though the fundamentals haven't changed only. The hype has it just went up, so it'll go up more. That's not analysis. That's recency bias. Insight number 3. Social proof isn't proof of value. See a video with 1 million views saying this stock is the future. Everyone in the comments agrees. Now, it feels true, but only because it's popular, not because it's correct. Your brain takes engagement metrics as investment validation. If this many people believe it, it must be legit. But remember, cults also have a lot of members. Insight number 4. The illusion of urgency. Social media is built to grab your attention and keep it. That means every post is urgent. Every claim is bold. Every opportunity feels like a countdown clock. Act now. Still. Early. Going to the moon. But what you're really reacting to is the fear of regret. The fear of being the person who could have made it but didn't. And that fear is what drives bad trades, over-leveraged bets, and financial regret masked as action. Pattern interrupt number 5. You don't fear missing out on money. You fear missing out on meaning, status, and control. FOMO investing isn't just about wealth. It's about what you think that wealth will prove to your friends, your family, yourself. Now that you understand how FOMO hijacks your brain, here's how to beat it before it empties your wallet. This isn't about willpower. It's about designing your behavior to protect you from yourself. 1. Set a 24-hour rule. If something feels urgent, pause. Create a 24-hour delay between seeing an opportunity and acting on it. Why? Because urgency is the brain's trapdoor. Real investments don't expire in 6 hours. If it's legit today, it'll still be legit tomorrow after your logical brain has time to catch up. If it can't wait, it's probably bait. 2. Write your rules before you invest. Don't. Decide your risk tolerance in the heat of the moment. Create a written list of criteria before you invest. What am I buying? Why am I buying it? What am I willing to lose? What's my exit plan? That turns you from a reactor into a strategist. Your future self doesn't need excitement. It needs discipline. 3. Unfollow the noise. This one's brutal, but necessary. Mute. Unfollow. Or distance yourself from hype-driven content. If someone posts daily about 10x gains, and it triggers anxiety or FOMO in you. It's not inspiration. 8. It's manipulation. You can't outthink FOMO if your feed is designed to trigger it. Place it with creators who teach real fundamentals, not dopamine hits. 4. Anchor to your timeline, not theirs. This is your journey, your wealth goals, your pace. Someone else winning faster doesn't mean you're losing. It just means they're on chapter 6. You might be on chapter 2. Comparison is the thief of strategy. Pattern interrupt number 6. You're not too late. You're just early to doing it right. Here's a truth most investors never admit. 85% of retail investors lose money chasing hype, and most of them do it over and over again. Because FOMO isn't just a one-time problem. It's a cycle. The cycle goes like this. You see others winning, gives you buy-in late, gives you lose money, gives you feel regret, gives you wait for the next big thing, gives you repeat. But here's the twist. Nobody tells you. The biggest loss isn't your money, it's your control. Every time you give in to FOMO, you hand over your power to someone else's story, their hype, their agenda, their timeline. Real investing isn't a race to catch the hype train. It's a marathon paced by your goals, your discipline, your mindset. So ask yourself, are you chasing someone else's dream? Or are you building your own future on your terms? Final pattern interrupt. FOMO doesn't just cost dollars, it costs freedom. Before you go, here are a few quick bonus tips to help you stay sharp and avoid falling into FOMO traps again. Bonus. Tip 1. Track your emotions. Not just your portfolio keep. Journal or notes on how you feel when making investment decisions. Recognizing emotional triggers really helps you pause and think before acting. Bonus tip 2. Build a circle of accountability. Talk about your investment plans with someone who's financially savvy and trustworthy. They can help you stay grounded and spot when you're slipping into FOMO-driven choices. Bonus tip 3. Educate yourself, continuously commit to learning the basics of investing and behavioral finance. The more you understand the why behind market moves and your reactions, the easier it is to stay in control. Final call to action. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, comment your biggest FOMO moment, subscribe for more content that helps you master your money psychology. Remember, the smartest investor isn't the one chasing every trend. It's the one who controls their emotions, plays their own game, and builds wealth on their own terms. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.